Hey,
Hi, Greg.
how are you? Hi, Kirsten.
Good,
How's
how
it
are
going?
you?
Very good. Long time no see.
I know, seriously.
You look great.
So do you. You look the same. Oh my God!
Hello?
Hey,
Phillip!
My gosh, look at you guys. You're all grown up.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Corrison from People, and I'm here with the cast of the Disney Channel original movie, Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century, for a special Zoom reunion and Q&A. Let's get started. Can everyone introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Kirsten Storms. I played Zenon Carr.
Zenon, 7:45.
Cetus Lapidus! How did it get to be so late?
hey, I'm Gregory Smith. I played Greg.
You know, the truth is, I think it's pretty macro you grew up in space.
Hi, I'm Phillip Rhys. I played Zoom, 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 Protozoa.
Zoom, zoom, zoom!
And we are zooming right now. Well, on January 23rd, 1999, teens and tweens wore their multicolored scrunchies and gathered their interstellar friends for the world premiere of the fifth Disney Channel original movie, Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
I can handle myself. I'm 13.
Then you better start acting like it.
Some might say the DCOM was technologically ahead of its time. Before the iPad, there was the ZapPad. Before Tesla, there were self-driving, chargeable cars. We saw hologram professors and even concerts in space. Who can forget iconic phrases like Cetus Lapidus and those three special words, zoom, 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 that, when heard anywhere, still bring a millennial's childhood back to life. Set in the year 2049, Zenon Carr was just your typical 13-year-old girl from outer space. She was always late to class, fangirled with her friends over her favorite international pop star, Protozoa, and repeatedly argued with her parents, which all resulted in her being grounded, literally, to Earth. While there, Zenon learned a lot about gravity, her adoration for animals, cute boys, especially her classmate Greg, and her love for onion rings. Zenon is currently available on Disney+. And before we begin, I wanted to mention an amazing organization Disney has been working with, Feeding America, to help raise awareness about the many resources available to people during these difficult times. You can learn more at feedingamerica.org/feedthelove and on social media using @feedingamerica and the hashtag feedthelove. So let's get started. Kirsten, I know you have a little girl now. Has she seen Zenon?
She has, when Disney Plus came out, I wanted to play it for her, and she was 5 at the time. I think obviously she was a little young to understand the storyline, but she was really excited to see me on TV because she'd not seen me in anything before. We did had to clear up some confusion about the fact that I wasn't really Zenon in real life. She thought when I left her, I went to be Zenon. But I have to say, she's way more into Elena of Avalor than any other Disney program. So I just need to get her away from that and back onto the Zenon thing.
And can you each go around and talk about your audition process? Phillip, what was it like for you when you were auditioning for Protozoa?
I went in once and then they liked what I did. So I went in again. I met the director, Kenny Johnson, Suzanne Costin, Suzanne DePass. Kenny Johnson said, we got this idea about he's a rock star, intergalactic rock star, kind of like Sting. I thought, I haven't got Sting for you, but this is what I got. So anyway, so I did it, and they seem to respond.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
I wanted to do something different, so we did the pulp peroxide blonde thing, the spiky hair thing. It wasn't written that way, actually.
It definitely gave me as a child some like bleach blonde Justin Timberlake vibes too.
Yeah, that hairstyle was epic for sure.
Yeah, you started that trend for sure. Kirsten, how about you?
I went in 7 or 8 times for the part. They really obviously were taking their time trying to figure out who was going to play Zenon. And I just remember auditioning so many times for it, and I was super excited when I got the call that I had booked the part.
And Gregory, how about you?
I'm trying to think. I think I might have just done I made an audition tape because I was living in Vancouver where Zenon was shot. But I remember finding out they were going to shoot it at the school that I was going to at the time.
Wow.
That's amazing. How old were you when you shot the film?
I think I was 14, maybe 14. 15, somewhere in there.
And it must have been a lot of fun being on a Disney set as a teenager. What are some of your favorite memories?
It was such a fun shoot. I remember we all kind of hung out together because we shot it at my high school during the summer break. They let a bunch of my friends be extras. So in all those scenes, that's all the kids that I palled around with growing up.
Kirsten, how about you? Were you around that age?
Yeah, I think I was 14, and same memory is just I hung out with Greg and his friends the entire shoot. I remember we all went to the aquarium together. I mean, I still look back on that time as it just being so much fun. It was my first really leading role in anything, so I worked quite a bit, but our downtime we all spent together. It was so much fun.
I think I was really into rollerblading at the time, so I feel like we did a lot of rollerblading around.
We did do that, yeah.
I was watching the film last night on Disney Plus, and I was humming Supernova Girl.
Speed of light, I'm so alive. Could you be my supernova girl?
21 years later, the song, it still has all these positive memories for a whole generation of fans. And so, Phillip, like, how does it feel to be a part of that? And what was the process of filming that scene at the end?
Well, I actually got the song. I think I got the song maybe the night before. The choreographer was, I think, Michael Jackson's choreographer. Come to set, flew up from LA, and he's like, okay, and we were there in the set where we were going to shoot the next day. He's, okay, Phil, you're going to do this, and I had the band. You go left, right, to the song. And I'm not much of a dancer. I had 2 left feet, so I was trying to remember the song that I'd just been given, plus these dance moves. If you look at the video, you see the band are dancing, and I'm just really going, to the left, to the right, doing a lot of pointing. The choreography for someone like me was a bit tricky.
You pulled it off.
I was working with you guys. You cut to you guys, and you just, you helped a lot.
I wonder when you get stopped on the street, do people bring up Zenon? Kirsten, they must for you.
All the time. It never fails. I get recognized more for Zenon than I do from General Hospital.
Wow.
Still. And with Disney Plus coming out, it just increased that. But I think it's funny. I get asked to say Cetus Lapidus all the time. I just go with it.
Every day, Kirsten, pretty much?
Not every day. If I am out in a crowd of people like of my generation, then yes, somebody will stop me for it.
It's insane, isn't it?
It really is. I love that this movie stuck around for so long, and now people are playing it for their kids, which I think is really cool.
Well, speaking of Cetus Lapidus, do you have a favorite one of Zenon's catchphrases or that fun slang she used?
I don't know if I have a favorite phrase. I think all of her lingo obviously was so unique.
New girl, you can't swim, can't you?
Sweat minor, Commander.
I like sweat minor a lot. And saying anything major.
You're a lunarious writer, Neb. I'm sure it was impressive major.
And she's also become kind of a fashion icon. And I feel like a lot of the clothes are back in a big way. Maybe it's because we're stuck in quarantine and everyone's wearing exercise clothes. How does it feel to kind of have inspired these trends back then?
I think that is totally due to our costume designer. She really kind of set the tone for all of the Zenon movies. I mean, I think it's really funny that people are dressing up in spandex, neon spandex and stuff by choice. I'm more of like a sweatshirt and jeans sort of person. I do see every Halloween without fail. I get tagged in some Halloween costume photos of people. It's always the original Zenon look too. It's never from Zenon 2 or 3. It's the Zenon 1 look with the pigtails and the disc earring.
How's it look? Sincerely, stellar.
Well, speaking of the disc earring, there were some really fun props on that set too. The earrings, the stress helmet, which I personally wish was a real invention already in 2020. But did any of you steal anything from the set? Greg, did you take anything?
I didn't take, no, I don't think I took any props from the set. I should have.
I have some of the wardrobe in my store or in my storage unit, like saved. But Disney did send me the bus poster, like the bus stop poster. So it's extremely large and it was framed.
And is this the first time you three have been together in 21 years?
The three of us together?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, maybe the remember they had that, there was like a little screening
on the Disney lot, right?
Yeah.
That's probably the last time.
Yeah.
I'd seen Kirsten subsequently. She would host afternoons and things like that, and would go up to her house and have some fun. But that's still, what, 18 years ago? Or something.
Yeah.
And what would you say if Disney approached you right now and said, it's time for Z4, the next generation? Can you still bust those moves?
Me? Not in those leather pants, I can't. Give me 6 months.
I would be down for something like that. I think they're rebooting a lot of the OG Disney stories, so I think that would be fun.
There's definitely something there. There's a reason why it connected with so many. It really is. The story, the sensibility, it was this universal tale. You know, ultimately, there's no place like home. It's almost like Wizard of Oz. She realizes where she's been grounded, so she's a fish out of water, and then yet she still yearns to go back home, learning the lessons that she has done. So it's, everyone can identify with that.
I rewatched it this morning, and Kirsten, you were so good. It was so infectious. Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys.
That exactly, when people ask why it worked,
that's it right there.
It fit.
Oh, thank you guys. I had so much fun playing that part, and it remains for me one of the best times of my life. So I look back on that with like the fondest memories.
What do you think that you learned from leading a gigantic franchise like that has helped you later on in your career?
Obviously, it built work ethic for me at a young age. I feel Zenon prepared me for the hard work I would have to put in General Hospital. Definitely put me where I am now.
Well, thank you all. And is there anything else you want to say sort of about the legacy of Zenon, or say directly to your fans who are watching this video?
I just want to thank people for still being Zenon fans and rewatching the movie and showing it to their kids. I think that's great. Having a daughter myself, like I obviously want her to see the movie for different reasons, but there are movies that I have great memories of watching when I was a child that I want to introduce her to. And I think that's really cool that this movie is that for some people. So thank you for that. And I love you guys. Yeah.
I get a lot of whatever people reach out and everything. Every time they do, I'm so glad that they did as opposed to didn't. Oh, I think that's protozoa. It's heartwarming. You want your work or the thing you've done to be recognized and to be seen by as many people as possible. I'm glad they watched it.
Yeah, it was an honor to be a part of. You guys said it best.
Well, thank you all. As a huge DCOM fan, this has been a dream come true. I'm Michelle Coruscant at People, and you can stream Zenon, Girl of the 21st Century right now on Disney+.
My supernova girl.